All right, folks. Hope you guys are having a great day here. I know I'm having a pretty good day. So, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. And I don't know what I want to talk about before we get started. Actually, I do. And so I'll talk about it a little bit before we get playing some games here. Continuing Final Fantasy VI, that playthrough. What I want to talk about today is actually paganism. Paganism. I'm not a pagan. I'm Christian. Maybe you could tell by the old anime icon. But the thing about paganism, I talked about this a little bit with the Christmas, Christmas is a pagan holiday kind of thing. I think a lot of people have lost their memory of just what paganism is, and there's a good reason for that. It's because we haven't, the West at least hasn't had a polytheistic, folk religion society in 1,000 years at least. I mean, like the last pagan holdouts Christianized hundreds and hundreds of years ago, like 700, 800 years ago. So the thing about paganism, and I want to draw the connection to the modern man, because a lot of people engage in religious ritual, and they have a religious attitude, what I would call a disordered view of religion, a disordered sentiment of religiosity directed towards things that are actually inappropriate. People have been talking about this mass hypnosis thing kind of lately because of this doctor who was on Joe Rogan. And I think it's very interesting. I find it a very interesting topic. I think there's probably a lot of truth to this idea of like mass formation psychosis or mass hypnosis or something along those lines. However, I think misplaced religious sentiment is a little bit more accurate as far as what I've seen total in our society. So if we go back and we look at paganism, what paganism is, a lot of people who are raised in the U.S. are, even if they're atheists, they're viewing everything through 1,000 years worth of Christian dogma, Christian theology, and natural philosophy, which was generated through, the Christian mindset. So they've lost contact with what their pagan ancestors actually believed and what they did. So the stories, the myths that make up the what we think of as paganism is really not paganism at all. Okay, those are just stories. And while they explain things, they might explain the world. They might explain the Greeks to themselves. They explain the Romans to themselves, these foundation myths of Rome and things like that. These are not religion. Religion is something that is practiced. So what did the ancient pagans do? And I'm going to be a little bit more specific with European pagans. Obviously, like polytheistic religions all over the world are going to have different practices, and that's the point that I want to make here. So when your ancestors, if you're a Western man, when they practiced their religion, there were many religions that were practiced. No pagan called himself a pagan or a heathen. Both of those words were created by Christians to identify people who were not Christians. And pagan or pagana, paganus, that really means like country folk, and heathen's the same thing. Those are the heather, right? These are people outside the urban centers. Basically, you're calling people country bumpkins by calling them pagans, that they still adhere to their ancestral religion. They still adhere to their family religion. They worship the god of the grove, or they worship their household gods, whatever those happen to be, and have not become elevated to the realm of monotheism. And that's important because those urban centers that really Christianized very heavily, that's where the state religion was practiced. And that's where a lot of our knowledge of paganism really comes from, is the state religion. The thing is, there were many religions that made up the pagan sphere. So you would have a religion that was the state religion. The state would sacrifice, say if you were in Rome, to Jupiter Optimus Maximus, Jupiter the best and greatest Jupiter, because you might have a household Jupiter that was named something slightly different, had a different aspects to him. Maybe it was a different god, maybe it was the same god, maybe it was a different aspect of the same god, but called the same, and you didn't perform the same rituals to it. Rather, your family had a set of often secret rituals that you might perform for your household Jupiter, your household Zeus, your household Venus for fertility rites or something like that. And your part of your patriarchal duty in the Mediterranean was to continue forward your family's religious practice, the religion of your family. So religion was not an all-encompassing sphere. We've been colored by our knowledge of Islam and Christianity for 1,000 years, and those two faiths have a self-identifying word. I am Muslim, I am Christian. That's what people who adhere to these faiths say, and indeed their faiths. The belief is very important. The thing about paganism is that the belief actually doesn't matter. What matters is that you perform the rituals. The rituals are what matters because that is a transaction between the gods. That's what maintains I think it's called the Pax Deorum, the peace with the gods. You perform a ritual for them. You cut open the thigh pieces of an animal. You burn those thigh pieces. It's a burnt offering. The god enjoys the smell of the smoke and the fact that you have made sacred a piece of meat for him and sacrificed a piece of meat. And so he shows you favor. He may show you favor on the battlefield or, grant fertility, or he may withhold his wrath because you don't want to, if you fail to sacrifice for the gods, then they might turn their wrath upon the city. They might turn their wrath upon the empire. So earthquakes might happen because people had failed to properly maintain the rituals that the gods required for them to not be angry at Rome or angry at Athens or whatever city you happen to be looking at. So maintaining the peace of the gods required the ritual. The ritual was what was far more important than belief. If you are in the Christian sphere, belief is the most important thing, right? There's nothing really more important than belief, especially if you are, say, in the Protestant area, salvation by faith alone. That doesn't mean that in the Catholic area you can not believe and be saved. No, you still have to believe. Belief is central. Likewise, in Islam, the belief in Allah and his prophet Muhammad are central to the religion, but not so in paganism. The ritual is more important. If you were privately an atheist, as many classical writers privately wrote things about the nature of the gods that were contrary to the state religion. But they still performed the sacrifices because obviously there was social pressure to do so, but there's an optionality there. Okay, you don't believe in Jupiter. You don't believe Jupiter smells the smoke or something. You don't believe that Mars cares about whatever you're doing. Well, you still do the burnt offering because there's a chance that Mars is real and then he will be upset that you didn't give him a burnt offering. So you do the burnt offering, right? It's only under like the Christian view where that performing the sacrifice is bad that you stop doing pagan sacrifices. And that's part of the reason that Christianity was actually successful. It was not tolerant of pagan sacrifices. It was not tolerant of pagan rituals. These are viewed as like bad. You're sacrificing to bad gods or demons maybe, depending on which people were being Christianized at the time. So what does this have to do with the modern man? Well, the modern man involves himself in a huge number of rituals that he doesn't really realize are rituals and that are religious. So just for instance, think about where we are now and the pandemic that we're in. Think about all the rituals that people do, not only do, but require others to do. That's the thing that people are missing. So if a mask, you have this idea, like if a mask worked, if a jab worked, then presumably you wouldn't require other people to do it. But you notice as time has progressed and the disease hasn't disappeared, the requirement that other people do it starts to become more and more imperative. You see, the problem was not that we didn't really, I performed the sacrifices for Jupiter, but we had a lot of people not participating in this festival for Saturn, this festival for Jupiter, this festival for Mars. We had people not participating in the state religion. That's very bad. They must participate. Oh, I don't believe that Jupiter cares about it. Doesn't matter. You participate because we want to avoid earthquakes and volcanoes. So you're going to participate. So yeah, you have to get, everybody else has to do it too. Everybody else has to join in the ritual. Everybody else has to stand 10 feet apart. Everybody else that you're not even near has to wear a mask. Everybody else has to get a vaccine, even if they already had the disease. And presumably under normal understandings of disease would have an immunity to it and therefore not require a vaccine to provoke an immune response. You have all of these things that happen. Now, it's like, well, but this is science, is it? Just look at the numbers, look at what's happened. Has it been effective? That's that way. On a large scale, has it been effective? I think we could say almost, 18 months into this whole affair, that none of it has really been effective. But let's go a layer deeper. What is coronavirus? What is this virus that people are afraid of? Is it something that you can sense? No, it's not something that you can sense. Now, there's tests for it, but those require the augury of a priest. Well, not augury. They require the divination of a priest to understand, right? So I can't see coronavirus. You can't see coronavirus. You can't see another person having coronavirus or not. You can't see the contagion. Now, if somebody's coughing, that's evidence of illness. That illness arises from the coronavirus. So you have what is in essence a pagan ritual, though people don't realize it, nor are they fully aware of what gods they are sacrificing to. It's more that they believe the ritual has an effect, and they are completely adamant that the state religion be performed by all, or the effect will not work. Now, why did our ancestors perform all of these sacrifices? Why did they go out and watch birds to predict the future? Well, presumably they had some effect. In other words, Roman generals used to carry around chickens. This is a fun thing. So they carried around chickens. I don't remember the name of there was a chicken keeper. There was a guy who was supposed to keep the chickens and read the chickens. And so you'd let the chickens out and you'd feed them. And if they ate greedily, then that might be a good sign that you should have battle that day. And if the chickens ran away from the food, then you should probably not do battle that day. And there's examples of like people ignoring the chickens. I'm trying to remember what general it was. There was a general who like killed the chickens when they wouldn't eat because he really wanted to have this battle. And of course he lost the battle because he didn't pay attention to the augury of the chickens. Augury literally means like bird watching, and auspices were means by which you watched the birds, or people who watched the birds were auspices. All right. So an auspicious occasion meant one with a lot of birds, literally, but it meant, one that was sort of had an ominic effect. It was decreed by the gods. So yeah, here, people are engaging in a bunch of rituals to avoid something which they can't sense with their senses, but which has an effect. And they believe that if not everyone is engaging in the ritual, then the disaster will continue to happen. We have to do the ritual to avoid the disaster of the gods coming down upon people. So that's the modern pagan thing being pasted, and we have a religious sense that's built into our being, let's say. And because of that, because people have been so separated from their pagan ancestors or pagan traditions and the knowledge of the religion of their ancestors, they miss all of these little connections, and they start to think that they're acting in a scientific way. Now, they're not scientists. No person is detecting COVID, right? They're relying on a test. Maybe they send it to a doctor creates the test. It comes back some later way that you have or you don't have COVID or something like that. And when they say trust the science, what they're saying is listen to the priests. The priests of Mars know what sacrifices must be performed for Mars so that we can win the war. That's really what it comes down to. So people get religious. People are very religious. I say rare is the man who can turn away from God and be godless. Rather, what happens most of the time is people replace God with some other God, some other religious thing that they have in their life. They believe in science. Science is a process. It's not something you believe or disbelieve. Rather, it's a process by which you try to get closer to truth, or at least eliminate things which are not true. But if we look at the ability of science to predict things, it's debatable whether it's better than augury. It's very hard to predict the weather, We've had people telling us that our cities are going to be underwater. I remember that cities were going to be underwater by 2000, and then I remember they were going to be underwater by 2010, and then I remember they were going to be underwater by 2020. Now they're going to be underwater by 2030, and it's never happened, but we're supposed to continue listening to the priests of doom when they tell us that their augury has predicted disaster, and that we have to perform a bunch of things in order to avoid that disaster, in order to avoid the ire of the gods. So that's the thing that I really wanted to communicate about paganism. Because people don't understand paganism, they've never been taught what pagan ritual is, or that people had their own family religion, household gods. You walked into a Roman house, you had like 20 gods who had dominion over just like the doorway and the entranceway and things like that. Religion infused everything. Religion was not this separate thing where like you go to church on Sunday. No, pagans, the gods were in everything. And all the ritual was designed to affect the real world. They didn't view the gods as something outside the world, but within the world, affecting the world. So to them, divination was a science. It was not divination was not simply something. My dog wants to come in and hang out. Divination was not simply something that was like mystical. It was, but they viewed it as real. So to them, it was the same as a lot of people view science, who obviously don't understand any of the actual like nitty gritty of how the science happens to work in that particular circumstance. So that's what I wanted to talk about. That's modern paganism. The modern man is a pagan, but he doesn't know to which gods he performs the rituals. He just knows that the rituals are supposed to be effective. Okay, dog. You realize I'm trying to record something here? Come on. And yeah, you can't be 10 feet away from a person at any time. Okay, you can lay in your bed. Good dog. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, Adrian, how you guys doing? All right. Trust the science equals shut up. Yeah, well, trust the science. What does that mean? So people, it's very complex. You can watch that podcast with Joe Rogan on Spotify and you get an idea. The doctor that's on it is very knowledgeable about how data sets work. And you understand that like a lot of our statistics are ways of interpreting data to try to force people to come to some kind of conclusion. And there's lots of things that are hidden in data, like, do the vaccines cause blood clots? Well, we know they cause blood clots, which means obviously they could cause heart attacks and stroke. But old people have those anyway, so that data might be hidden. Whereas when a young person has it, it's really obvious because they don't usually get heart attacks and things like that. So there's a lot of little details that are there, but they don't want the average person to be interpreting that, because that's very complex, right? There's a lot that's going on there. They want you to just trust an expert, but of course the expert is going to want people to do what someone else is paying him to tell them to do, which may be to buy 5 or 6 corporate shots to make sure that the pharmaceutical company has $1 trillion profit that year. You know what I mean? All right. How does Zoroastrianism compare to other pagan religions? Zoroastrianism I would not necessarily classify as pagan. I'm not an expert on Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism, I think, is far more influenced by monotheistic Semitic religions, specifically like Judaism, Christianity, things like that. Right? I think it actually predates Christianity. The Magi in the Bible might have actually been Zoroastrians. Now, but Zarathustra, actually, I think it's closer to the actual pronunciation of his name. I don't know. You can check me on that. Just kind of believe that each time would have its own religion. And I don't know if he's been wrong necessarily about that, right? Each time has kind of had its own religion. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's my little spiel on that. I'll probably cut that up and put that up on YouTube as a separate thing. Yeah, it's kind of like the priest that interprets the words of the God. Like you as the peon wouldn't understand the magisterium or the Bible, so you have to trust a priest. Now, sometimes you get this coloring of like Catholicism in the past, or the Roman Catholic Church. The Roman Catholic Church is highly exoteric. Like everything that the church believes, everything about the way it runs is there. You can read it and you can get it for yourself. The fact that, Protestants get focused on the sola scriptura thing, like the word alone, without thinking like, okay, maybe there's some weight to hundreds of years of like church fathers from the early church about what they were practicing and what these things meant, because there's some ambiguity with the original text as well too, right? So that just means that we're going to take into account, having a magisterium means we're taking into account the interpretations of our forebears. We're not discounting those and coming up with our own based on how we feel about it today, things like that. That how people interpreted it in the past, the orthodoxy is important. We have the same opinions in the past that we carry forward into the future. But anyway, all that's highly exoteric. Same thing actually with like orthodoxy. All the beliefs are very exoteric. Christianity in general as a religion is exoteric versus esoteric, meaning hidden knowledge. If you look at something like Scientology, is designed to be esoteric. It's a cult. Cults, you have to be inducted into the cult to gain the gnosis, to gain the secret knowledge of the cult. And Christianity is the opposite. Everything's completely upfront. And if you aren't a Christian, you could probably sit down with a priest or with a minister and ask all those questions. They would never tell you, we don't answer those questions unless you join the church. They would just tell you the answers to all the questions. It's just how that religion is. And Islam is also exoteric. It's all upfront. You don't have to like gain through different levels of the cult practice in order to gain secret knowledge, as far as I know about the religion. I'm not Muslim though. So lots of religions are exoteric versus esoteric. Paganism was esoteric. That is, your family religion was only known to your family. If an outsider were to come in, you wouldn't show them all your rituals. They were secret. There were cults like the cults for Dionysus where their practices were esoteric. They were secret practices. And if you were a woman and you married a man, you would go into his family, be part of his family religion and learn his rites. And that was the way that you would know, how he happened to honor Zeus or whatever the household gods happened to be. I've heard the LDS accused of a certain degree of esotericism, but that might be from hostile sources. I think it is from hostile sources. I think it's just a lot of, the Latter-day Saints Church is very careful about managing its texts, and so it's gotten criticism for eliminating certain things from texts or things like that. Things maybe that Brigham Young said, like I think Brigham Young at one point said that like, Adam was God or something like that, if he felt convicted that was true. And that's been, that's not part of their like official theology. So they excise that. I'm trying to remember what the other book is. There's the Book of Mormon, then there's like, I'm trying to remember what the other book is called. I'm not a Mormon, so, but they get a lot of criticism for that, for revising what their text happens to say. But that's kind of the whole point of the Mormon movement, was that it was like a, it has like a reform quality to it, I guess. That's what started it, Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's see if we can play some games here. Hopefully everything's going to work okay today. Boop, boop, boop. Final Fantasy. Oops. No, I don't want to rename that. How did I get here? Relaunch. Run. All right. Here we go. The insects are super important. They're very important. Insects are really, really important, guys. That's how the flowers get their. That's how plants have sex with each other. It's through the insects. Do you have a PO box address? I do. It's on my. I don't have it offhand. It's on my mailing list. I almost never check it though. Like it literally only exists for legal purposes. You can send me a free copy I really do appreciate that. Let me know. You can send me an email, stu@dvspress.com, if you mail me something, because otherwise I won't go down to check it. It's even in a different city from where I live. All right, I got to go back here. We're going to have a little cutscene. Turn this off. It feels so bright in here. All right, here we go. I can't believe it. The statues. The statues? Some faint letters are carved on the back of the stone figures. Say, old man, what else can you tell us about these goddesses? They quite literally created magic as we know it. Oh, there's his little granddaughter. So they're the goddesses of magic then? You could say that. Yeah, I've played Earthbound. I haven't played it in years though. I liked it though. I could feel their power. The statues are the source of all magic. It's said the Aspers made these images and put them in a very special place. These represent power beyond all comprehension. Our Aspers no doubt came to this island to bask in all this magical power. Say, old-timer, what happened to the stone goddesses? Legend has it that they're hidden somewhere beyond the reach of humans. I'd say they're beyond the sealed gate. I wonder if the barrier that protects that place is generated by those stone goddesses. Phew, what a story. If the Espers were attracted here by these statues, they might be around here somewhere. I think it's worth a look. Oh no! It's Ulti! Ulti, the Ultros. He just likes girls. He just wants a girlfriend. It's like a Final Fantasy XIV storyline. Ha! These shiny statues are all mine! These'll get Siegfried's attention! Oh, they're glowing! They're beautiful! Hey, Squidball, don't you ever learn? Ah, well, they always said I was a slow learner, but I eat fast. I was just thinking about you. I have more lives than I do arms. Oh, he's getting closer. Ink. Wow, that hit hard. Let's see, how about Fire 2? We'll try Stone. Let's see what Stone does. I should be stealing. Ouch. Look, he's dancing. I don't remember what Green Cherry... No, Green Cherry cures zombie, I think. I'm not sure. Ah, whatever. We will, let's hit him with some fire. John C. Wright has a new YouTube channel called Voice of Reason, which is uploading videos of himself reading his Last Crusade articles. Okay, cool. Let's fight him. Oh, I didn't read that. So sorry. Doesn't have anything. A white cape, that's cool. Ouch! Ouch! Oh! That hurt. Have any lore stuff? Oh, I think we beat him. Nope. Grandpa! I'm here. Leia, I told you to stay at home. I couldn't miss the chance to practice my drawing. Hey, sweetie, who are you? How dare you? I'm Ultros. Ah! Leia and Ultros, what are you doing? Listen, Ulti. Why did you pose for me? I'm not one of your kiddie friends. Don't talk to me as if I were. I don't want a portrait. Forget it. I don't want to draw anymore. It's okay. I'll just jump down from here. No, you can't do that. Whisper, whisper. Whisper, whisper. How dare you bother that little girl? I'm not going to forgive you if you hurt her. Well, what do you want I should do? Ask her to draw your portrait. She may actually make you look pleasant. Don't be so heartless. Oh, all right, Uncle Ulchi really wants you to do his portrait. At any rate, come here. Let's see. Let's do a potion. Oh, I'm gonna miss. Nope, maybe not. Like we're still like fighting him. Who needs a potion? She needs a potion. Sketch. I think I'm supposed to sketch him, right? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Oh! Tentacle. How can this be? I'm nothing more than a stupid octopus. Oh, that's all we had to do. Did you see me? I was awesome. Wouldn't I be more helpful than Gramps? Gramps? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have you along. All right, already, if you insist. That's better. The Espers created these statues as a symbol of their vow to let the goddesses sleep in peace. The Espers have sworn to keep the goddesses' power from being abused. The birth of magic. 3 goddesses were banished here. In time, they began quarreling, which led to an all-out war. Those unlucky humans who got in the way were transformed into Espers and used as living war machines. Ooh. The goddesses finally realized that they were being laughed at by those who had banished them here. In a rare moment of mutual clarity, they agreed to steal themselves away from the world. With their last ounce of energy, they gave the Espers back their own free will and then transformed themselves into stone. Their only request was that the Espers keep them sealed away for all eternity. Alright, let's keep going. Let's see here. I have a tent. Here's a tent. Save. Let's check her equipment. Oh, flail. That's actually good, because then we can put her in the back row. Yeah. Morningstar, flail, Morningstar, okay. This is actually kind of cool, like 4 characters in the back row. Adamantite. No time to sketch it. Monster. I didn't... Yeah, I've heard there's like a Fallout conversion mod. I haven't played New Vegas in years and years, since it came out, I think. Well, that works. Oh, a hole! In a hole, there lived a hobbit. Okay, where am I going now? Up here, I guess. Where does this take me? Oh, there's a ferry. Sneeze. Uh-oh. I find the sneeze funny. What are your thoughts on Dashiell Hammett and Raymond Chandler? I have no thoughts on them. Are these espers? Little baby dragons. What about you? I didn't think they'd look so. Gramps, take relay and clear out of here. Have you played Bravely Default 2 for the Switch yet? Nope, hadn't bought it. I didn't like the demo very much. So maybe, I don't know. I think I really hated the voice acting, actually. It was like the big turnoff. I don't know, I'll play it eventually, I'm sure. I really like the first one a lot. I have both of the ones for 3DS. But, you know, they're not selling 3DS games anymore. I really like the first one on 3DS. It's really good. It's very beautiful. Like the 3D effects look really good. And it's great classic gameplay, especially if you like Final Fantasy V. What is it? I sense emits magical power in Lucina. It frightens me. I wonder if she's gonna go ballistic again. What are your thoughts on N.K. Jemisin? Mostly, me and her skills as a writer. I don't know if I've read anything. I'd have to think about it. You're somehow different. I sense a familiar power radiating from you. Yes. You're the Espers that fled through the sealed gate. As a rule, we are not allowed to visit to your world. We few had gathered near the gate, and we were wondering how we could save the Espers that had been kidnapped. It was just a coincidence that Lucina appeared when she did. I felt your presence through the gate. We bolted the moment Lucina opened the gate, but once in your world we lost control of our powers. We completely leveled the city and took some innocent lives. That's what happened to me. I lost all control of my power. There must be something in your world that allows you to focus your power differently. You must use caution while in our world. We are deeply sorry to have caused you humans so much suffering and pain. Oh, such suffering and pain. The past is history. The Empire seems to want to talk peace with you. Why not come with us? They would forgive us so easily. Let's go to Thalmasa and talk with General Leo. Right. You're back, and you've made the Espers understand our desire for peace. I am General Leo. May I have your name, please? I am called Yura. We have done something inexcusable to your people. This probably isn't the time or place to ask for your forgiveness, but... Speak no further. It is we who owe you an apology. We hungered for your power. How close we came to reenacting the War of the Magi. We must put this all behind us. I believe our job is finally over. I, for one, could use some peace and quiet. Let's return to Vector. Juno. Please, not another word. I'm too hot, Grandpa. Kids! Haha, haha. Uh-oh. What's he doing out of prison? Hee, how about a little Magitech mayhem? Kefka, what are you doing? Gaha! Emperor's orders! I'm to bring the Magicite remains of these Espers to His Excellency. Behold, a Magicite motherlode! Ha ha ha! Which is riskier, writing a new genre under the same pin name or trying to build a new fan base in a new genre with a new pin name? It depends on your output. If you have an extremely high output, it's better to have multiple pin names, like that's the conventional wisdom, but my output is not high enough where I'm willing or able to do that, so I just do everything under my name. Idiots! I don't care for the appearance of this pitiful little hamlet, so burn it! Kefka, no! Shut up! I'm Leo now. Oh, I can't change his equipment. You think the same pin name for science fiction fantasy, but a different one for mysteries would be a good idea? I don't know. It depends on how much you write. If you're putting out 12 books a year, yeah. If you're putting out like one book a year, it doesn't matter. Kefka, your behavior is dishonorable. I can't allow this. Bolt. Ouch. Let's see what fight does. No, fight hits way harder. He hits 4 times? Wow. He blocks the bio. Alright, we beat the game. Ah, Leo, always the consummate soldier. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we didn't beat the game. What if it's 3 to 6 books per year? I don't know. I would just tend to do it. It just depends how you want to build your audience. If you're doing it entirely through Amazon ads, then yeah, you can do 2 pin names. If you're building your audience via social media, you want those books more attached to you. So you could still do different pin names, but I guess, yeah, you can do different pin names if you want to. The traditional wisdom in indie publishing is to do different pin names for every genre that you write in. That's traditional wisdom. I don't do that. Where are you, Kefka? Show yourself. Emperor Gestal, I need you here. Leo, my liege. I'm sorry I deceived even you, Leo. My purpose has been to gather magicite and grow powerful. Please understand me. But Emperor, don't say anything. I understand how you feel. Whee! That's right. What we have to do now is to collect magicite. But my liege, what have I been fighting for? Leo, I'd like you to take a nice, long snooze. Very long. So, you think you hit me? That was simply my shadow. And how do you like my Gestal? I should have been on the stage. Well, General. You're such a goody two-shoes. Shut up, Kefka. I oughta... Oh, a threat. You're such a violent little brute. I'll tell your liege I had to exterminate a traitor. Hate, hate, hate! Mahahaha. Wow, yes, I feel some incredible magic power here today. Wave after wave of pure magical energy. I think Kefka's been smoking that crystal methicite. That's good. Hurry! Get going! Kefka's higher than Mount Everest. You know, Mount Everest gets taller every year because the plates are kind of squishing up together. Yeah, there's an Indian plate, and it's squishing up against the Chinese continental plate and making the mountains go up. I'd say you're all charged up, boys and girls, or whatever. Say, remind me to show you my magicite collection someday. You might see a few familiar faces. Now for a little magicite hocus pocus. First, let's neutralize your abilities. Now, little espers, let's see what you got. You want to take me on? Fine, here I am. Another thing you could do with pen names, by the way, is you could have your same name but like variations. So like if you write mysteries, you could write mysteries under like, you know, I could write mysteries under D.V. Stewart and then write fantasy under David V. Stewart, you know, or something like that. So that's another way to do pen names that kind of keeps your name overall attached to books, is just like different variations of your name. You know, I've noticed a lot of people use initials when they want to hide their gender as a pen name. So if you're writing romance, I would write romance as like, you know, DVD Stewart or something. Or not, that sounds like fantasy, like George R.R. Martin, J.R.R. Tolkien. You know, DVD Stewart. You know, you could do something like that. That's an option too. Imagine thinking you could defeat me! This is rich, mwaha! Now, my little magicite pretties, come and help me build the magical empire of Kafka. Wow! Ooh, they're warm to the touch. What treasures! This is ridiculous. I had no idea you were such wimps. Time to put a stop to all this. Phew. I think I have plenty of magicite for the time being. That is, until I make my way through your precious sealed gate. I don't believe this. Does using variations of the same pen name defeat the purpose? Does it make readers have the same expectations? I don't know. I think because you show up as different authors on Amazon, it's going to queue into different algorithms. So part of the reason why you do different pen names, it's not just reader expectations. It has to do with the way that your books get showed up with also balts and things like that on Amazon. So the point is to cultivate an audience through, you know, the regular ebook channels that's just interested in your mysteries, and one that's just interested in your romance, and one that's just interested in something else. So if you have versus using a pseudonym because you don't want your name attached to it. Like if you were going to write erotica, you would want a different name because you probably wouldn't want your serious stuff attached to your erotica. If you were writing science fiction and fantasy, yeah, variations work fine. And then you have two different author pages on Amazon, and basically it just separates them. So it depends on how much you want to collectivize that. Like for me, my books are attached to my brand. They're attached to me. They're not attached to like, I'm not trying to cultivate just a fantasy audience or just a horror audience or something like that. Or I'd use different names for the horror and different names for the fantasy. But it's just all one thing because that's just how it is. If you were putting out like a book a month, 2 books a month or something, like if you're pulp speed crazy amount of writing, then it's more advantageous probably to use different pen names because you're really hitting one audience, 2 audiences very hard. And for me, like cross-pollination between horror and fantasy doesn't matter that much. I feel like my audience doesn't care that much whether it's horror or fantasy. They just want like a good read. And because it's more like the pulp audience, both of those genres are really, they have a lot of cross-pollination. They're fine. If they were really different genres, I don't know, maybe I'd think about a different pin name. But the point is, you know, because I use a social media to promote a lot of it, I would really want to say, here's 2 books I wrote. This one's by, you know, this one, look for D.V. Stewart, and this one, look for David V. Stewart. You kind of want to group together because that's more efficient for your time and your energy and, you know, all that kind of stuff. It'd be like having multiple YouTube channels. You can have multiple YouTube channels, but you really only want to have a different YouTube channel if you're really doing something that's very different from the audience you have on a different one. So like I meant to do this more this year at the beginning of this year, but maybe I'll get into it. I have more of like a shit posting channel that is just going to put out garbage that I just don't want on this channel. Like stuff that's like 2-minute videos on, you know, random drama and garbage and political stuff. So, you know, that it's just very different from what I do with this channel. So I want it to be a little bit different because I've had people get upset that they see like a guitar instruction video or a video game video on this channel because they only want writing videos. They're like, I'm gonna unsubscribe. I'm like, great, I'm just gonna ban you. So I'm gonna take that seriously and ban you. But the thing is like, I didn't start this channel as a writing channel. I started it doing guitar instruction videos. So if I want to do one of those, I'm gonna do it. And I guess now with YouTube, it actually doesn't matter that much. You don't really need separate channels because each video cues into the algorithm on its own. Like every video is a separate thing now. So you don't get a lot of boosts just because you have a big channel. And in fact, the boost that you get, you really want to have the biggest audience possible to boost it. So I don't know, there's a lot of factors that you want to think about there. There's not a lot of advantage to making multiple channels or that kind of stuff on YouTube now. General Leo. Yeah, it's mostly to not mess up the algorithms. That's why you do different things. People only seem to want power. Do they really want to be like me? I wanted to learn so much more from you. Here's the dog. Interceptor, that's a nasty wound. We not only lost Leo, but Vanta too. Curse the Empire! This'll have to do. He was so gentle. I'll go with you. I'm interested in writing science fiction and fantasy, and sometimes a sort of hybrid between the two, but also 1930s style hard-boiled mysteries without fantastical elements. Yeah, you can write them under the same name, or yeah, I think variations probably works good too. It just depends on how you're collecting your audience. If you're directing everybody towards a blog or like a channel or something, then you probably want the pen names to be the same, if not similar, or if not the same. Now I'm worried about Chad and the others. I wish I could say they were safe. Whoa, here we go. We've been had. The Emperor is a liar. Thanks to Chad, we escaped before anything bad happened. Way to go, Chad. I got to know the gal who brought us tea. After a while, she just blurted out the whole crooked plan. So, you finally hit pay dirt, eh? Watch your mouth. There's ladies present. I was a perfect gentleman. Hit pay dirt. I wonder what the Japanese said. It might have said something a little bit more explicit. Like you finally got laid. General Leo's gone. Kefka did him in. Sir Leo gone? What a waste. He was their finest soldier. We need to rethink our plans. Let's return to the airship. May I accompany you? Who are you? He's one of this town's citizens. He's descended from the mage warriors of yore. I think he can be a big help. you had to choose, would you rather have a really long beard or really long hair? Probably really long hair, because I did choose. My wife doesn't like the really long beards, though. We must expect the Empire to flex its newfound muscle soon. Me too. I don't think so. Yeah, right, kid. What? Who is this puffed-up aerobatics instructor, anyway? Kid's got quite a lip. Ah, I'm gonna paint your portrait. Dick Tracy, but with tentacles. Ah, stop! All right, all ready. If you insist. That's better. Let's go. What's wrong, Napa boy? How old are you? 10. Why? I'm coming along too. You've grown up entirely too fast. Lighten up, okay? Like they reordered my guys, so I've got what's her name here? Let's see if we need any weapons. Can I change my? I can't change my lineup. I think I can change my lineup inside the airship, though. Morning Star. Could buy another one of those. Stout Spear. Darts. I think it's. I have a expectation I'm going to change the party around when we get in, because like I don't really see using like Relaya for any reason. Maybe though, I don't know. It's probably gonna. I don't know, you tend to want to like just go to the optimum party all the time. You know what I mean? I don't think I need to buy anything. I might buy the spear. We'll buy the spear. Why not? Tiger mask. Buy one of those, so we don't have one. A tiara. Buy one. Gold helmet. We have all the other stuff. Items. Let's buy some more potions. Always got to top off the potions. I do love Lovecraft. You get one of everything. Why not? That way you have it. It's not like the original Final Fantasy. You had this hard inventory limit. You had to be getting rid of stuff all the time. The Empire's after the sealed gate. They're looking for some statues or something. No! Oh, those silly espers. To think they opened the gate themselves. The statue should be just ahead. If we can just get our hands on them, we'll have everything we ever dreamed of. Come quickly. What's wrong, Lucina? The island. The world is groaning in pain. I think this opens up like the World of Ruin. You get like a new map. Of the alternative streaming sites, which do you think will be better? I hear Odyssey is the best so far. BitChute is still talking about allowing streaming. I think Odyssey's gotten a little better than BitChute. So yeah, maybe Odyssey. And BitChute's cool. I've been using BitChute since it launched. The problem with most of the alternative sites really is the lack of, like, the algorithm doesn't function as well as it does on YouTube. Like, what makes YouTube good is not just that you can watch videos, but that it suggests videos you want to watch. And if you're looking for a growth platform, YouTube is still really good because people who have never heard of you can have your videos suggested to them, and then they can watch the videos. So Odyssey, I have all my stuff is on Odyssey, but I haven't done a lot of stuff with Odyssey to see kind of what is going on there. I don't check into it that much. Definitely with BitChute, it's hard to find videos you're looking for. Their search, their algorithms are just not as good as YouTube's. YouTube's are really, really good. They've had years. They've been working on them for years. At a certain point, though, I think like eventually the algorithm becomes overburdened. People believe in like AI the same way they believe in like auspices. They really do. So you look at Amazon. Amazon's a mess. You can't find the books you want to read anymore. It's almost becoming that way in YouTube. YouTube is still really functional though. So eventually you might get that with YouTube, and then I don't know. Whoever can do that the best is going to be the best streaming site. Maybe that'll be Odyssey. I don't know. Roger Ebert never considered video games as art. Well, he's dead. So he's not here to defend himself when I say he's wrong. He's dead, therefore wrong. No, I mean, it's the same thing with any emerging thing. It's people who say like rap isn't music, for example. You get this. It's you get that kind of reaction to things. Video games can't be art. Well, the art of the game is the gameplay. I think gameplay can be an art. It could certainly be something performed to a standard. Waha! Now this is power. This in my magicite. Now nothing can stop me. Yeah, BitChute's more like YouTube and like old YouTube. When do you think YouTube will go the way of MySpace? I have no idea. I can't predict that. The beginning of all magic. Those? It is said that they somehow neutralized each other's power, then sealed themselves away. If the three statues should ever be moved out of alignment, the resulting imbalance of power would rearranging the face of our planet. What? What is a white label product? You have to, I'm not sure I know this term. So the Amazon shopping experience has been going to shit for at least 3 or 4 years. The number of white label products being sold is insanity. I don't know what white label means, so you'll have to, find the floating continent. Art and code is precisely what games are, though. Combined. But let's jump onto that thing. Only 3 allowed in your party. The others must stay on board. Alright, which 3 do I want is the question. Probably Chad. Probably Lucina. Then the question is whether we want Sigma or Key. Sigma's good because he has, more AoE stuff. We have a lot of AoE. You know what? Key has AoE stuff now too. He does have magic. And he hits really hard single targets. So, I don't know. Who should we take? Chad? Yeah, Chad, Sigma, Cornpo. Cornpo? Really? Maybe. Cornpo doesn't have that much stuff going for him yet. I can also steal stuff with Key. Everybody's like levels pretty much evened out now. Like Sigma's definitely super strong. Yeah, we'll do Sigma. I kind of got to go with like the power trio, you know? All right. Yeah, you're right. Chad and Sigma could carry any part. They're just so good. You know, they're really overpowered. Uh-oh, the Imperial Air Force. We're surrounded. Let's give them a bloody lip. All right. Let's see if I did the blitz correctly. That's the problem, is I forget the blitzes week to week. Ah, I did it wrong. I think I did the blitz wrong. Again. I did. I'm going like, I think I need to go left to right. Let's do suplex. Can I suplex these guys? No, because they're flying. Of course not. Let's do the chainsaw. Can we hit him with the chainsaw? I might not be able to hit him because he's flying. There we go. Ouch. I have to heal. There we go. Yeah, I like the interactive element as well. Yeah, we want her in the back. Because she can hit from the back twice. Let's see. Is there anything... Oh, yeah. Optimum. There we go. Dude, he's not even wearing equipment. No wonder. Optimum. There we go. Oh, my guys were naked. Well. Now we should do a little bit better, huh? What do I do here? I thought I was supposed to go down the stairs. No? Let's... chainsaw. I love that you put on the hockey mask when you do the chainsaw. Don't worry about being like anything. Don't worry about being alpha or sigma. Don't worry about that. Just be yourself. Just don't be as unpathetic as possible if you are. Let's do auto crossbow. Blitz. Magic. Here too. Bolt. I need to make sure something curious approaches. I need to make sure I've got like my actual. Oh, we don't have any. We don't have any relics either. All right. All right. I have some like sprint shoes. Let's see here. Goggles. Alright. Alright, she has that. Alright. Yeah, we don't have an Esper here either. Bismarck. Bismarck. Madeline. What does Madeline do? Fire 2. Carbuncle. There's a bunch of stuff. Shoat. Muddle Imp Float. I think we already got these. Let's do unicorn. All right. Okay, let's do a different one. Let's do Phantom. Or we got Yeshiva. So that's some cool ones. Carbuncle. Since we already have Fire 2, we don't need this. Pick up more magic with this one. Shiva has some cool stuff too. He has Unicorn. What does Unicorn teach again? Cure 2. Alright, yeah, we want this one. Alright. What does this one teach? Reflect, Haste, Shell, Safe Warp, Berserk, Vanish, Bio Break, Doom. I think we'll do Shiva for now. Can I go down the stairs? What am I supposed to do here? I think I'm just supposed to fight some guys for a while. Is that it? Tech laser. Like it only did that guy. Okay. There we go. Wait until I got a big enough TV to enjoy the graphics, but my Xbox died. Well, that sucks. Oh, Ulti! What's up, Ulti? No, really. This is our last battle. Trust me. I can't suplex him. I'll have to R-bolt him. Give him a Hadouken. I lose again? Well, today I brought a pal. Mr. Chupon, come on down. Wonga! Whoa, he's cool looking. Mr. Chupon's taciturn, but terribly powerful. Fire dance! Oh, fire heals that guy. Alright, good to know. You could probably do... You know, Ice 2 yet? Nope. Alright. I'll just fight him. Okay, he has Fire Claws, so that's... Alright, that hurts him. Auto crossbow. Octopus Inc. Ultros is basically the Team Rocket of Final Fantasy VI, being more of a hindrance than an actual threat. Yeah. Better not irritate him. He gets hungry when he's irritated. gonna just keep on keeping on. Sneeze, oh no. Well. Oh, we get sneezed off the boat. We have Ultros comes back in. He's in a couple games. He has some stuff in Final Fantasy 14 too, which is I think is fun. Oh, what? Incorrect blitz input. Get out of here. Let's do auto crossbow. Oh my. Alright, we killed one. Air Force launched a spec. A spec absorbs magic. Well, luckily we just like hitting him with auto crossbow. Uh-oh. It's gonna absorb the fire. Nope, it's gonna die instantly. Boy, they just keep hitting Lucina. Count 5. The Missile Bay. Count 4. Went to Panera Bread the other day and they had Yule stuff on their bags. Is that them trying to be inclusive? I thought Yule was some Nordic thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I have no idea. I don't know what they're trying to do with that anymore. There we go. Chainsaw! Actually, I don't know if I could suplex this guy. I should try it. Well, we got him. Either way. I think this airship was flying pretty high. We've been falling a while. And we're gonna celebrate on the way down. Woo! Sigma learned Bolt. Sigma learned Ice. Got Zarina Ring. Zarina from Caesar. Kefka, the stall, and the statues are just ahead. There's a tent. I do have some tents, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it had to be pretty high up, 100,000 feet. Fun little music here. There we go. I think we're starting to run out of time. We'll do this for a little bit. Let's see what we can get from this weird little island here. There you go. Lucina learned ice. And some of them potions. Murasame. I think that's a katana. Oh, it's like a living island. Dragon! Suplex that dragon! Oh, it killed him. Sneeze. Well, that was interesting. He sneezed us right out of the battle. He hits hard. Oh, wait, there's something right here. Ah, switch. Apocryphos and Misfits. Let's see what this does. Oh, it heals those guys. Alright, good to know. It always heals like random enemies. Try the noise blaster. We're gonna fight each other, at least a couple of them are. A lot of XP here. Might go back to the save spot and use a tent. Man, these enemies are no joke. Just let them kill each other. See if we could suplex these guys, or no? They're. I guess they count as flying. Man. was no joke. Using up all our potions here. Oh, look at these guys. I think that noise blaster, I'm getting some use out of that. Makes them fight each other quite a bit. Oh no, those guys die real easily, I guess. There we go. 1000 XP and some magic points. Suplex misses flying enemies though, which sucks. You can't suplex someone out of the air, I guess. Alright. Magic. Let's try Ice 2 on these guys. Oh. Well, there you go. Incorrect blitz input again. Let's see if the noise blaster goes real quick. I don't know if that did anything. And I can't tell like who's confused and who's like not. That guy's still confused. Alright, he's casting that on themselves. Okay. I think this guy's not confused, so I'm gonna hit him with the chainsaw. And that doesn't hit him very hard, does it? There you go. I think it takes it down to like 10% health or something. It reduces your health by like 90%. Finally got Osmos, which is really useful. This level is ridiculous. I think I go to this one. Whoa, look at this guy. Behemoths. Well, I guess he wasn't that bad. I don't remember which one I go to first. Let's try this one. There's like a chest. Oh, we're running out of time. What is it? You didn't like that laugh, little dog? Oh, tell me about it. No little birds. Alright. No, that's a switch. Let's be pass over here. Oh no, where am I? I'm back where I think I missed an item back there somewhere. Kaboom! Killed the dragon. Here we go. Now we can go through here. Okay, I get it. All right. Ah. Let's do the Noise Blaster was working good on these little wiry dragons. Then they just kind of get each other here. This blood should kill him. Because they did the cyclonic on themselves. There we go. My business has been starting to pick up and I'm left with a lot of time to work on projects. Try and stay productive all day, but sometimes feel burned out or empty. It's typical, you know, you have a reservoir, you got to fill that reservoir. There's only so much focus you can do in a day. There's only so much work you could stand to do in a day of any particular kind, even if you love that kind of work. You know, there's only so much you can do in a day, so you gotta be patient with yourself. Best thing I could say for if you're feeling burned out is to split up your work so that you're basically doing it like work in the morning and then the night instead of working only at night or something like that. That helps out, I think, too. That way you're focusing for a shorter amount of time. It's a little easier to get work done. Ooh, oh no. Yeah, suplex really does hit a lot less hard. Oops. Yeah, there's a lot of fights in this particular place, it seems like, huh? A lot of random battles. I need to start using, does he have cure? Oh, he's learning life. Maybe you could learn, magic. He has cure too, so we could use that. He has a lot of mana, so we'll use his mana. Start using his mana. Where does this spit me out? Back here? Whoa! The airship's below. Do you wish to return? Did I return to the airship or not? I don't remember. I think I'm supposed to have the ninja. I think I missed him. I think I was supposed to pick up the ninja here somewhere. I guess he counts as flying. I guess I can't hit him. But I can hit him with a chainsaw for some reason. Oh, we get Shadow at like the last second. Alright. My name is Atma. I am pure energy, and as ancient as the cosmos. Evil creatures, go! Ultimate weapon. Let's do... fight. Oh, we can't suplex him, apparently. Uh-oh. What are you doing to Chad? Let's get him. Let's see what else I have here. Osmos. I think we can absorb his MP. Should get enough MP to, like, do whatever we need to. I also should have done, like, a little, like, save state. Do a save state there. Alright. I'm sure we can get through this. Yeah, the non-random encounters. I don't know. I don't hate random encounters because that's more like D&D to me. So I don't hate random encounters, but I get that they're not... Sometimes they can be really annoying because you just want to explore, you know? Let's see what the drill does. It's a cool sprite, though. I think it's actually 2 sprites. No, it is 1 sprite. Yeah, see, this Osmos is sweet because it basically got full health from this. Heal up. Ouch. Go Sigma! Whoa! Ooh, we gotta do something else here. You gotta have the soft. There we go. Animal, antidote. Where is it? Here it is. There we go. Vast energy focused. Get everybody topped off here. Yeah, if you're not super familiar with it, it's frustrating because like every 5 seconds. Now, in the original Final Fantasy, there were places where you would get an encounter every single square. And it was like awful. Let's see if it kills anyone. Nope. Glad I topped everybody off though. I think the drill hits more often because of his high defense. One thing I like about Earthbound and Chrono Trigger, you can see the enemies on the map before the battle. Yeah, I get that. Ouch! Horrible. Go Sigma! Might as well just hit everybody, because he's going to take a bunch of damage. Blaze! I don't think Flash does anything, but try it out. Oh, we got him. Woo! Beat the boss. The brothers Chad and Sigma. All right, here we go. Well, well. Juno, welcome back. I came to stop you. Wah, then you're just in time to perish. Behold, the statues. Ooh, I've got goosebumps. What power! Emperor Gestal, please stop this madness! Been working my way through the Dune novels. Children was amazing, but holy crap. God Emperor of Dune is absolutely phenomenal so far. God Emperor of Dune is like... my interest in the Dune Chronicles started to decrease, especially with Dune Messiah. I like God Emperor of Dune, though. I think it's a really cool book. It's so weird, though. It's just so weird. I think that one would be like the hardest one to try to film or something. It's weird. Juno, come to me, my pretty. I think that's the one where he's like the sandworm, right? And he's like been alive for like thousands of years, Leto the Second. And he's trying to like get somebody who's prescient to kill him. I was trying to remember all the ins and outs. Like, he has this golden path that'll like make every planet super powerful because they won't have to rely on the spice. Yeah, I think that's the one. It's so weird, but it's good. You and Kefka were given life to serve me. It is your birthright to rule the world with me. Kill the others and we'll overlook your treachery. I love that laugh. That sampled laugh. Take this sword. Take care of him immediately. Juno, together we can rule an entire world. Think of it. Power only breeds war. I wish I'd never been born. Ouch! Blood? You vicious brat! Arr! Arr! I hate you! Arr! Goddesses, you were born only to fight. I implore you, show me your power. I command you, give me your power! Oh, curses! Listen to me or you'll regret it. Give me power! Kefka, stop it. Revive those statues and you'll destroy the very world we're trying to possess. Shut up! Kefka, are you nuts? Are you nuts? Nuts? Emperor, don't disturb me. I'm showing them the meaning of power. I don't think so, friend. Your days are now over. Now relax. I'm simply going to put you to sleep with the very power you unleashed. What's so funny? Very well. It is only fitting that you go to sleep laughing. Fire 3! Oh, no, no, no! Flare! No! Why isn't my magic working? Merton! Kefka, how? How are you doing this? How? Simple. I'm standing within the field of the statues. Their strong field absorbs all magic sent their way. Oh, didn't you notice? And now, statues, you've shown me a sign. It is time you show this old man your true power. No, Kefka, don't do something stupid. I command your statues. Incredible! You're way off. Where are you aiming? Whoa, more to the right. Run, run, or you'll be well done. Yes. Poor old... Oh well, what a worthless excuse of an emperor. Mom, did mommy get home? You gotta go bark at him? You gotta go bark at mommy? There'll be no one to worship us. You gotta go bark at the kids? Are the kids home? There's mommy and the kids. I love you. Snap out of it, Kefka. Oh, that's really smart. Kefka, disturb their delicate balance and they'll go haywire. Who are you? No! Go! There are people counting on you. Don't worry about me. Run! I can't stop this chain reaction. I'll see you again. Count on it. You can't escape me. Get out of here on the double. Oh, great. Alright. Oh. I think she's naked. Alright, we'll just do that. Okay. Which way do we gotta go? This way, I guess. Timers make everything intense. Even that timer at the beginning of Final Fantasy VII. You know, even though it's really hard to mess up that timer... You know, it's really hard to mess that timer up. It definitely makes that beginning of the game a lot more intense. She's still... No. Whoa, it's falling apart! These guys are called naughty. I like it. Naughty just spins around in circles with the chainsaw. Whoa! Well, I can't get that, I guess. Nirapa! Mwahaha! You can't run! Condemned. Makes it nice and intense here. Suplex! Chainsaw! Well, we got him. The airship's below. Jump! Oh, the red light, green light game with Sid the Frog. Oh my gosh. Oh. Some of those mini games, Final Fantasy X-2 had the worst mini games, and some of the other mini games are. Can't you defuse the statues? We thought these graphics were so good at the time. They still are really beautiful to look at. Especially these, like, you know, the way that they actually just drew rocks. The rocks looked so much better than rocks we'd seen before. Hang on! This is a long set of cutscenes and stuff. Whoa, look at the Earth! All the continents are getting ripped apart. Get on to World 2. AKA the World of Ruin. So cool. On that day, the world was changed forever. I should have waited. Whatever. Should have waited for Vanta to come, or Shadow to come back, or whatever his name was. I never use him, so it's whatever. Sweet Mode 7 graphics. At least the little birds are okay. Oh, it's Sid. This is like banana soup. I'm like way over time, so we'll do this little cutscene and then we'll call it a day. Time for sushi. Judo, at last. Judo, at last. You're finally awake. I feel like I've been sleeping forever. For 1 year, actually. I thought you were out for good. A whole year? You've watched over me the whole time? Yes, and I'm about out of energy. We're on a tiny deserted island. After the world crumbled, I awoke to find us here together with a few strangers. The world, so it wasn't just a dream. If you do this part a certain way, then Sid won't die. Not that it matters. Where are my friends? Where's Key? Well, I don't know. I only know we're here. Maybe we're the only people left alive. Since that day, the whole world's continued to slide into ruin. Animals and plants are dying. The few others who washed up here with us passed away of boredom and despair. My friends, they're probably all gone. Juno, you're the closest thing to family that I have. We could just live out our lives here peacefully. I suppose so, Sid. Or should I say, Grandad? May I call you that? Perhaps, eh? I'm overwhelmed. All of a sudden, I have a granddaughter. Cough. My long-lost granddad. Hey, are you hungry? I haven't eaten in 3 or so days ever since I became ill. What would you like? Well, unless I ask for fish, I won't get anything. That's all there is here. I'll go catch some. Okay. Alright. I don't think I could save here. I'm going to go ahead and make a ghetto save, though. So I'm going to make a ghetto save, and I'm gonna call it here, guys. I do appreciate it. I will see you all next time, and I hope you have a good one. I'm way over time, so I got to get on to the other things here. I'll figure out how to not make Sid die, because I would like him to live. I think that would be fun. So anyway, guys, I will see you next time. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for a couple hours here, and I will see you later.